Now, as you know, back during the American presidential election campaign, I expressed, along with a lot of others, concern about the mental acuity of Joe Biden as the candidate. Of course, now he's the president. He's had plenty of time in the White House, and there have been more and more examples of him bumbling and forgetting what he's doing. Now, you've probably seen a lot of this, but in case you've got a memory like Joe Biden's, here's a reminder of some of his greatest hits.
Tell him not to move that, all right? I'm having troubles here, okay? The vast majority of economists, left, right, and center, from Wall Street to the private economic polling initiatives. Now, am I supposed to speak, or is Swathi going to say something? Going this way. Thank you all. I want to thank the former general. I keep calling him general, but the guy who runs that outfit over there. I want to make sure we thank the secretary. Representatives Shirley Jackson Lee, Al Green, Sylvia Garcia, Lizzie Pinelli, Pinell, and what am I doing here?
What am I doing here? Good question, Joe. Let's bring in former Democrat White House staffer Barbara Heineback. Good to talk to you again, Barbara. As someone who used to work in the White House for a Democrat president, no less, you obviously would want Joe Biden to succeed. Are you worried by what you're seeing?
Chris, you're breaking my heart. I think most people that know me, they know Joe Biden was not my first choice. He's a good man. He's a nice human being, but he has made gaffes over the years. He's been on the wrong side of history in terms of immigration, in terms of our wars.
Just let me interrupt. Sorry, Barbara. I understand that. I understand. Well, we spoke to you in the lead up to the election. But once he was elected, surely you wanted him to succeed as president. And are you worried by what you're seeing unfold now?
I am so nervous right now. You know, we're a constitutional republic, and we go by the democratic process. And Biden has just fumbled the ball on everything in Afghanistan when he did not listen. And we had that hearing 2 days ago. He didn't listen to several of his generals who told him, do not withdraw the way you are. He's not always able to decipher his wife from his sister. He's referring to the Department of Defense. Well, you know, that place over there, that guy. And is he talking about, you know, General Milley? Is he talking about the Secretary of Defense? He doesn't often know which city, which state he's in. He will not take press questions. And he's leaving his team in a lurch. Unfortunately, our withdrawal from Afghanistan we lost so much credibility in the war. And now I'm worried about these missiles that are flying around from China and North Korea, where they're back into some testing again, because I don't think they have any fear of Biden, whereas you never saw anything like that under Trump. And I was wishing well for Biden and for Kamala. Biden's ratings are 38% right now, and it's just come out, I think, in the last day that Kamala has recently hired a couple of crisis management public relations firms. What does that mean? Crisis means, Houston, we have a problem.
Maybe she's doing the numbers. Look, obviously what they do with the president is they often put him in front of an auto cue or teleprompter so he reads words. And they also fit him out with cards, little cards of lines and facts that he uses all the time. Let's just have a look at some of that in action.
I brought this with me because I often get asked, and I don't want to misquote it. I carry a card with me. I don't have it. I put it on my desk.
Yeah, if he hasn't got the card, he's stuck. This is the question. Look, has he got the mental acuity to do the job? And what would be happening among his advisors and senior Democrat officials to handle this? Do you think they would be talking about the possibility of a smooth handover to Kamala Harris midterm?
a contradiction of terms, right?
Well,
there.
yeah, not smooth. Yeah, a dramatic and historic handover. Yeah.
Yeah. The expression "out of the frying pan into the fire."
Yeah.
What do we have here? It is so unfortunate. America has enjoyed so much credibility, but because of the acrimony and the division, I think, of what has been leading up to this particular time right now, after the last 3-4 years, we all know it wasn't an election of pro-Biden. It was an election about you like Trump or you dislike Trump. But even though they knew it was going to be tough going with Biden, I think most of us, we were hoping he might make it through the midterms.
Yeah.
Now, it's not so much about the midterms, but it's about, well, if we get rid of him, what have we got? And what do we do? The White House, the presidency, and the vice presidency has always been the top positions in the nation. It's not training camp. You don't go there to learn.
You're spot on there, Barbara. It was a choice between a rock and a hard place, and I think we got the rock. We'll see. Thanks for joining us, Barbara.
Thank you so much. Take care, Chris.
Barbara Heineback, it's great to get her insights while she's out here in Australia.